10:49 this afternoon, we were advised by hospital personnel that Anna Nicole Smith had died.
Former Playboy bunny, a former Supreme Court litigant, and a bona fide celebrity.
I've been used to people telling my story, so now it's time to tell it for myself.
The lawyers for Larry Burkhead, who claims to be the father of Dannielynn, have requested and demanded, actually, that they get a DNA sample from Anna Nicole's body before she is buried.
I'm glad to have had the time with Anna. It was crazy, it was wild, it was volatile. It wasn't an easy relationship.
It's been a long road, and I'm just happy to be able to start a life with my daughter.
Life hasn't gotten easier. I have court drama.
A 6-year-old could be obtaining $49 million.
Family drama.
I've been acting really weird about something lately.
And a daughter to raise, and I still can't shake the past. Every one of these things represents a story. This is my truth, this is my life, and this is my story. I'm sure if I had not met Anna that my life would be much different today. But if you take one piece of the puzzle away, it's hard to imagine not having my daughter, if Anna was still here, how things would be. It's a weird thing to try to process. It was kind of tough to see the way the media portrayed our relationship because no one really knew what it was. People would see me with a camera bag or something like, oh, Anna's a camera guy. I didn't want to wave a banner and say, hey, I'm dating Anna Nicole. I saw the news and the story that was floated out there. It was Anna Nicole's pregnant and this guy could be the father, and that led to a series of events that is still going on today.
Your daddy's little girl.
Call the ambulance, please. My ears are bleeding.
'Cause your daddy's little girl.
I wasn't looking for any kind of spotlight or anything when I dated Anna Nicole. But when I got Dannielynn, there was all this confusion and chaos and turmoil and, you know, cameras. I thought that Kentucky would be like a retreat to get away from all that. I was trying to replicate the life that I grew up in. When I was a kid, it was my plan always to bring Dannielynn back here. I thought that was going to be the safe place to get away from everything. There's a deer down there. Look on the left.
Oh, he's so cute.
I had a series of events that happened to me in my life. Dannielynn was born. Anna's son Daniel died 3 days later. Anna died 6 months after that. My nephew Justin's father died just months after that. My father died 6 months after that. I had tragedy after tragedy, and I just felt like that I didn't know if anything was ever going to go right for me. I was literally down to like 115 pounds, and I had like withered away to nothing. I got to a point that really I just didn't want to answer my phone because every time I did, it was bad news. I don't know if I could take much more. Oh, I see a deer.
Where?
Made you look. And in the middle of that, my mom got sick with cancer. She had her lung removed and had dropped to 78 pounds. I was just falling apart. The only thing that got me through it was my daughter, and she needed me. Dan, what are we gonna do for the birthday party? You know what you want to do yet? Lollipops?
Real lollipops. I saw a big one at Disney.
I just put on a happy face for her, and I just dove right through it. And I spent the last several years just being, ignoring all the things that happen and being happy as I can. And if it wasn't for Dannielynn, I don't know, you know, if I could have made it through all that stuff. It doesn't really make it easier. It doesn't make it, it doesn't make any of the things go away. Maybe we can have Dannielynn's party on a horse farm.
No.
My life now is in Kentucky with my daughter and my family and just taking care of my daughter's needs and getting her dressed and doing the shopping, cooking, the errands and everything that I can for her and my family, and that's my life. I used to be a photographer, but having Dannielynn all on my own, I could no longer do what I used to do and travel. So as soon as we moved to Kentucky, I started flipping houses. Right now, I live in a house that's about 10,000 square feet, and I don't even have a bedroom. I have all these people living with me, leaving me to sleep on the floor in Dannielynn's room. My sister lives in one room with her daughter, Chloe. Mom lives in my bedroom on the first floor. I've got some food for you. Dannielynn has a bedroom upstairs. My nephew, Justin's downstairs.
Play defense.
His friend Scotty's now taking over the couch. And good old dad is sleeping on the floor. You don't know anything about tall boy. You didn't tell me.
We're out.
You need to make a list next
I
time.
didn't get the Pop-Tarts either.
Dude, I have a list of stuff that I needed. You guys didn't tell me what you wanted. Justin is my nephew. I've taken care of Justin since his father died. When he died, it kind of sent him in a spiral. He is a really good kid, but he's lost focus on really life. Who's your new friend downstairs?
Scott?
How long is he gonna stay for?
As long as he can until we get our own place. I just figured it was a pretty big house and you wouldn't care.
There's a lot of people here already. And
I understand.
I don't really care. As long as he's a good kid and nothing.
He's a good kid.
Y'all don't have any parties like I heard you were having last summer. Make sure you don't mess up because I got somebody come and look at the house. With all the craziness that's going on around me, I'm thinking about selling my house. And so I asked my friend Jane to come over to give me her opinion. Hey.
Is anybody home? What's going on?
Come on in. Good to see you. Jane's a good friend of mine, and she's also Dannielynn's godmother. She's been my friend way, way back for many years, and we both actually worked at the same real estate company together.
Tell me what your plan is. What's going on?
Well, I'm thinking about selling the place. I have so many things on my mind. I've been suffering chronic migraines, high blood pressure. Some days I'm just like, you know what? I know you guys all have these problems. I try to take care of everybody, but, you know, at some point I need to stop and take care of myself.
There's so much space in this house. What's your square footage?
It's about 10,000. I had people calling saying crazy stuff and mailing crazy stuff to me and people wanting this and that. So I thought my home in Kentucky was gonna be like the safe place to get away from everything. But little did I know what my family had in store for me.
Let's go. Show me what you've been doing.
My heart really hasn't been here since I've been here because I feel like I've always been dealing with other people's problems.
That's pretty alarming. I'm not sure what's going on there.
I haven't had time to pick out the right plates for them. At our house, I am the maid, the butler, the cook, the pool man. I am everything to the house, and quite frankly, I could use some help.
What else you got in here?
This is the theater. Remember this? Last time you were here,
Yes,
Shelley,
it was a
nothing
shell when you first got it.
I was thinking about this dress and taking it out of the case while we try to sell. You know, it's kind of sentimental. I'm just kind of worried about it being in there, and I wasn't sure if someone, you know, enjoys seeing it or what. I try to put a pretty picture in the house, or I put a nice dress or something. That's the way Dannielynn sees her mom, and some of the ways that I've tried to handle that as a parent is to try and find a balance of things without making it over the top about her mom or too many things that she can't handle. At this point, she thinks her mom was a very pretty person, and she watches over her every day, and she's in heaven. And that's probably about all I'm able to say to her for now. Afraid to show you this because I know what you're gonna say.
Oh my goodness. Wow! What happened to your pool?
Well, what hasn't happened is swimming in mosquitoes and tadpoles. I asked Jane to come to the house because I really am thinking about selling the house. Unfortunately, all my time and energy has been spent on my family, so I haven't had a chance to get to all the house projects.
You have to have this up and running. You're gonna have to have this fixed and water flowing.
What about tree tadpoles with perches at home?
Ribbit. I mean, what are we gonna do here?
Maybe you can help me out.
I'd love to, but I have a pool allergy.
I think you're gonna like it. Dannielynn's room has changed a little bit since you've been here.
Oh, wow. And it's her favorite color, purple. I'm just amazed at everything you've done and everything you've done with her. And because I know in the beginning, I kind of felt like this house was a little much for you to overtake.
When I bought it, I thought this would be like the last house I would buy, like our fortress and away from all the crazy stuff that's going on. And thanks for coming, I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. I hate to see you all go, but do what's best for you and the little doodle bug.
We're still deciding, but don't tell anybody in my family. That's it.
Mum's the word.
Let's go. I'll walk you out.
All right, thanks.
With just a few changes, Jane thinks I stand to make a decent profit on the house. I think Dannielynn would be happy wherever I'm happy, but I've got to make up my mind. I just want a bed, people. Just a bed. Today I decided to take Dannielynn to the Kentucky Derby Museum. It's part of our family history, and I got a little surprise for her. And they're off. Let's go see where our outfits are. I met Anna briefly in 2003 when she was at the Kentucky Derby, and she was shooting her reality show.
Anna! You are the best. I watch the show all the time.
I love Kentucky because I won your money. Yeah!
The next year, the same time, I saw Anna, and she kept looking at me, and she gave me this kiss. She gave me this picture of her, and it was one of like this 8x10 you give to like fans and stuff, and I'm like, okay, great, I got an Anna Nicole autograph. But at the bottom of it, it says, to Larry, and she put her number. Our relationship just took off from there. I don't think there are enough adjectives to describe the relationship with Anna Nicole. It was crazy, it was wild, volatile. It was not a really easy relationship, but it changed my life in a totally different way. The best part is watching my daughter grow into this beautiful little girl and just the happy times that we have together.
Dannielynn for the win! You just won the Kentucky Derby!
And they put our outfits in a big glass case like Mommy's dress when she had here, and we're gonna get to see them. 2013, Dannielynn and I went to the Kentucky Derby in these Mary Poppins-inspired costumes. She really wanted to do it, and I wanted to see her smile, so I went along with wearing these crazy outfits. Whoa, isn't that cool? Look at that. That little girl is supposed to be you.
This was her dream to be Mary Poppins for the Derby.
It says Larry and Dannielynn Burkhead. Outfits inspired by the Walt Disney film Mary Poppins.
This weekend is the best weekend, you know, for me, and it's life full circle, and meeting her mom at the Kentucky Derby and the Barnstable Brown Party is just, it's a special event.
You know what I had to do before I turned them in? I had to wash my socks because they stunk. They were smelly. Yeah, we just say grace.
I'll say it.
You gonna say it? Okay.
Lord, thank you for this day, and thank you for this wonderful food.
Life's been so chaotic lately that I thought it would be important for us all to sit down and have a family dinner.
Cheers. Family dinner.
When was the last time we had a family dinner?
Christmas?
Christmas.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
I wish we could do this more often, but my sister Angie, her daughter Chloe, and Justin, we're all on different schedules. I love seeing my sister Judy and my nephew Jake, but they're busy with their own lives. Dannielynn, did you make all this food?
Good job. It was great.
Your nose is getting bigger. Bzzz. Did you make all this? Bzzz. You like vegetables?
No!
If you eat a vegetable,
Yeah, I might fall over backwards in my chair.
So, when we going to Gatlinburg?
We might not go this year.
this year, what do you mean you might not go?
Every year our family goes to Gatlinburg, rents a cabin, and has a lot of fun just hanging out, telling stories, and just spending time together. This year is different because I've told them I don't think I'm going. Me and Dannielynn might go to California. We've got to go to a court hearing for her mom's estate stuff that they've asked us to come to.
How long are you going to be gone for?
Probably about a week.
A week?
It's important for Larry to be with us because he's always there. Now that my father's passed, he's kind of like the, patriarch of our family.
Just enough to get business taken care of, and then we'll come back. But y'all can go and have fun.
We just had a plan to all go, and all of a sudden, you've been acting really weird about something lately.
Angie is, she's kind of crazy. She puts a lot of stuff on me. Can you pick up Chloe after school? Can you do this? Can you run here? Can you run there? Meanwhile, she's in there curling her hair, getting ready to go out.
Tell Daddy you want to go to Gatlinburg.
We want to go, but we can't do it this year. We're just going for a few days. And, oh no, we'll be back.
I told her I was going to take her and get her school stuff.
No, we don't know about. We're just holding off on everything. See what we're gonna do.
What do you mean?
Because we're just gonna go out there. We've got a few things to do. And
are you thinking about moving out there?
As much as I love my family, I think I'm leaning towards California.
Tell Daddy you don't want to go to any stinking California. Could you push the knife in a little deeper over here?
I just want to say that I am the father of Dannielynn. The last conversations I had with Anna was, I don't want to fight with you. I want you to come home and be the family that we were supposed to be.
Tell Daddy you don't want to go to any stinking California. You want to go to Gatlinburg.
We're just going for a few days, and oh no, we'll be back.
You've been acting really weird about something lately.
Are you thinking about moving out there?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
We might look at a house or 2 or 3.
I have a house here.
I know, but...
Chloe and Dannielynn would not survive without each other. Dannielynn and Chloe are like sisters. Every day they're together. If they left and went to California, I think that it would just be, it would be sad. Are you seriously thinking about this?
Well, I have to be out in California anyway to go to the court hearing, and she was invited to go to the Smurfs premiere, so she wants to do that while we're out there. I don't really want to, but...
Well, if you don't want to, then why are you looking at houses? Could you push the knife in a little deeper over here?
We make a few trips every year to California dealing with Anna's estate, but it's very important because it deals with Dannielynn's future.
It's important in the fact that he can get away and spend some time with his daughter alone and find out really who he is and where he's going in his life.
Don't move, Uncle Larry. You got family and friends here.
We're not saying we're going to move yet. We have to go there for sure next week. But we'll see. We're just going to go out for a little bit and hang out, and we'll be back.
So then we're all going to California next week?
No.
No.
How's it going? I mean, how are you doing with everything, with everybody being here?
I guess it's okay. It just it's a lot of stress, you know. Sometimes with all the people running around, it takes a lot of energy to make everybody happy. My sister Judy is the person that you go to for problems. If you have something that's on your mind, you kind of just give her a call and she can kind of walk you through it and make you feel like everything's going to be okay.
I know you have a good heart, Larry, but you'll have to learn how to say no. You're going to have to learn to put boundaries up, and that's hard for you. And I think when Dad died, you just felt like you needed to take over and take care of everything, and you can't help everybody. They're only responsible for you and Dannielynn, and you need to take care of you.
I know, that's why I was thinking we might go out of town and go to California for a little bit and get away. Dannielynn misses California because we had a lot of friends out there, and that was our life for the past several years.
I think that's wonderful. I think that'll give you some great time with you and her. Just go out there and have fun. You know, there's another part of your life that you need to start looking at, too. You need to start dating.
I mean, I agree. Even when Dannielynn's pushing me out the door to get a date, you know
Right.
it's time.
Exactly. You can't surround yourself, you know, 24/7 with everybody else. You have to be happy, too. You have to have a life. I know you loved Anna, but she's not coming back. Dannielynn needs to have a daddy that's happy, and you deserve to have somebody in your life that can make you happy and love you. You're a great guy.
But don't you think that's weird if Dannielynn calls somebody else mommy?
I don't think it's weird at all. People lose their mom and dad all the time. I think that she would embrace that. Nobody's ever going to take the place of Anna. But there is somebody that can come in and love both of you all.
Judy gave me some great advice. To hear it from somebody else kind of helps you put it in perspective, and whether or not I listen to her is a different story.
You're not ever going to be able to move forward as long as you are living in the past. And right now, you are living in the past. If you're wanting to bring another person into your life, you have to make room for them. You have to clear out space. If you're looking around and it's a shrine to Anna, it's not healthy.
I really didn't consider it a shrine, but I see what you're saying. I put stuff out for Dannielynn so she sees how her mom was. And a lot of girls can go to their moms at nighttime and say, oh, you know, I did this today, I did that today. Dannielynn doesn't have that option, so she goes down Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood and she sees a big billboard of her mom, and that's how she knows her mom. And so...
You know, Larry, kids are real resilient, but the most important thing is that you're there. There's a reason why Dannielynn is with you. There's a reason why God placed her in your life. There's nobody better that could have been her daddy than you. Nobody.
Judy always gives it to me straight, but if it weren't for her, I'd have one big therapy bill.
You know I love you. I'm going to be there for you no matter what's going on in your life.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Ready for California. The first story I told Dannielynn about her mom was Mommy's in the Clouds. And she's an angel and she watches over you. And then when we're traveling on a plane, she says, well, why can't I get out on that cloud and play with my mom? And I said, you know, that's not how it works. And so I had to move the story up a little bit more. And I said, you know, your mom's in heaven. I remember part of me wanted to go back to California because in my mind, that was the happy place where we were going to be a family, and that's where we were going to raise Dannielynn, and that was where, you know, life was different. Dannielynn, see if you see any house that we should get out here. You see that big house? What about that house sitting up on the hill there? Look at that house.
Oh, I like that one.
It feels really good to be back in LA. That'll give us enough time to figure out what we want. Today I've got to go to Anna's storage bin, but first I'm going to have breakfast with my good friend Steven. I met Steven in California when I was actually running from the paparazzi, and I ducked into a coffee shop, and I noticed him from being on The Real World.
I took the liberty of not getting you a drink.
I figured.
You're welcome.
So what's been happening, man?
Listen, are you here to tell me you're moving back?
I don't know, man. Everybody's been asking me the same thing.
How long is this Kentucky thing gonna last?
The thing is, every time I think about going, my mom's like, she has a doctor's appointment, she has this or that, and I have to help her out. And
I think you made the mistake of you romanticized going back home and how wonderful it's going to be, but how's that working out?
No, it's not.
You just come out here to see me?
Yeah, no, actually, I've got a big court case for and Anna's estate stuff.
When is that going to end?
Steven's a good friend, but actually I only listen to probably 20% of what he tells me because he's kind of a... I don't know, I mean, like they say, it's on, it's off. Literally, I try to ignore it, but it's like they come out in the news where they put this big price tag on Dannielynn's head and...
Is Dannielynn getting $49 million? That's what it says on the internet.
The judge made a comment on the record that Dannielynn could receive up to $49 million. It's kind of complicated, so I don't know.
So in another 10 years, we're going to hear the end of this?
It seems like it never ends, but I mean, that's how, when Anna was alive, that's what she went through.
I hope it's done, because I'm sick of hearing about this stuff. So if you move back out here, what are you going to do? Because I have some ideas.
My priority's always been Dannielynn. When I found out that Anna was expecting a baby, it was kind of a weird way to find out. We had been arguing back and forth, and our relationship was back and forth. I was going to pack up then and move back to Kentucky.
Yeah.
So I get this text, don't move back or you're going to feel like a dummy. And then she sends like this little emoticon thing of a baby.
You found out that you were having a baby through an emoticon?
And of course, I can't tell anybody because she's supposed to be like this single, available, you know, sex goddess. And then it's like, don't tell your family, don't tell your friends, don't tell, it's like, don't tell anybody.
Oh, so it's a total natural pregnancy.
Yeah. Then Anna had her website going and she made a video. You know, she wanted to put all the rumors to rest. And so she did this video in her swimming pool on a raft.
I've been hearing a lot of gossip in the papers. Is Anna pregnant? She's pregnant. She's pregnant by some guy. Well, let me stop all the rumors. Yes, I am pregnant.
So that's when things kind of got a little crazy.
You believe that you're the father of Dannielynn?
My client, he's not denying it, he's not saying that, he just doesn't simply know.
And I'm very surprised Howard Stern doesn't come forward and fight right now. The way I do it, why is he hiding?
Howard, how'd it go? How'd it go?
Well, the problem is like most of the names that came after Anna passed away, and so there was a lot of people that just basically said, I'm the dad, I'm the dad. When Anna was alive, there was only one person really saying I'm the father, and that was me. Thanks everybody for coming, and I just want to say that I am the father of Dannielynn. After Anna died, paternity was proven like right after that, which I knew and everybody else knew. I literally feel like somebody one day handed Dannielynn to me and said, okay, take her now, she's yours.
Thankfully, she doesn't look like you, she's like your mom.
Yeah, so none of this stuff has went the way it should have went. You know? So I'm just kind of picking up the pieces and trying to figure out what to do with myself.
Yeah, you've been sidetracked pretty hard.
She understands that because of who her mom was, that people are curious about, you know, how she's doing, how I'm doing.
People really do think that you have like all this money and that you have like this fun Playboy life.
I'm sitting around.
If they saw what you actually did.
Vacuuming the floors and like painting the walls and...
I know, it's awesome. Come back to California. It's better for me if you're back here, because you're my single dad friend.
And you're my dad friend then.
Thank you. I like that. I'm your dad friend. So pleased.
Seeing Steven was great, but we have some serious business to take care of. Dannielynn turned 7 in a couple of days, and I'm really looking for that one meaningful gift. So I thought maybe I would look in Anna's storage bin. Last time I was in here, everything fell on top of me. Like, all the boxes came down. There's a lot of personal stuff in there, so I asked my friend Reem to come help me out.
Wow, Larry. Wow.
When I opened up the door to that storage bin, I was surprised at all the memories.
Oh my gosh, look at this, Larry.
I remember I got a call from the media, and they said, Larry, it's not good. Anna Nicole has died.
Wow, Larry. Wow.
I've really been avoiding going back to the storage bin because it brings back a lot of memories. And it was important to me to go, though, because I needed to find something special for Dannielynn's birthday. Welcome to my life.
Wow.
There's a lot of stuff in there, and it's all Dannielynn's, but until she turns 18, it's my job to keep it all up for her.
What is this?
I remember she wore this to an event. This is
Really?
like she was
Cute.
photographed.
Definitely keep this for Dannielynn.
This is like one of her guest outfits, and she wore that. And guest was such a big deal to her mom that it's like I don't know if it's like you can't get rid of some of this stuff.
Oh my goodness, Larry. That's really cool.
I think this would be something good for Dannielynn.
It's a little edgy.
Maybe it's too old for her right now, or maybe
right
she would
now.
appreciate it later.
Yeah, like teenager.
Anna's paintings really aren't like Rembrandt's, but they are important to me because it's something that she painted and something I think Dannielynn will appreciate when she grows older.
What makes you not sell a bunch of this stuff?
Part of me wants to get rid of it all, but I try to put myself in Dannielynn's place and say, when she gets older, will she appreciate? I mean, every one of these things represents a story. When you hear you're gonna be a dad, and a lot of dads get the delivery room. My delivery room was seeing my daughter born on a national entertainment show. So I just feel like I had a lot of making up to do.
I think Dannielynn's really going to appreciate that you're doing that. Wait, what's this?
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh, look at this, Larry. This is a cute picture of you guys.
This was in Sydney, Australia, when we went over there when Anna was doing the MTV Awards. This was one of the few times where Anna really didn't care if anybody saw us together. For so long we had to hide it and stuff, and it's because she's supposed to be this sexy, single object of everybody's desire on the red carpet. As soon as you say you were some geek from Kentucky, a lot of people think she was crazy. The media was just trying to find any clips they could of us together to show that there was any kind of relationship, and I remember here we are in this Hooters restaurant, and these guys have their lenses to the windows, and that was the point where she said, okay, I don't care if they see it or not. When I was going through the paternity fight, these pictures were the only thing that I had to prove that I even had a relationship with.
It must have been so frustrating for you.
The Anna Nicole that people saw, the ditzy, crazy things that she would say and do on the red carpet,
To all my friends, I love you!
was really kind of this act that she put on for the MTV Awards in Australia. She came up with this concoction that she was going to have a wardrobe malfunction. She was going to have MTV logos on her breast. It was one of those things where you see Anna took a hit in the press for something that really she orchestrated. She was a lot smarter than most people give her credit for.
Oh my goodness.
So,
look at that blonde hair.
It was so trivial, the thing that ended our relationship. She was at a hair salon, flipping through magazines and says, I want these sunglasses, can you go get me some? I went out and tried to find these glasses. It went to 20 different stores. I came back without the glasses. She got mad at me. She went home. There were a lot of people in Anna's ear giving her bad advice that really didn't want to see our relationship work out. And so she just took off and went on a private plane to the Bahamas. And then I never saw her again. When I found out the news that Anna had passed away, one of the news channels had this scrolling ticker that went across that said, Anna Nicole collapses in hotel room. I thought, okay, here we go. This is a publicity stunt. And I got a call from the media, and they said, Larry, it's not good. Anna Nicole has died.
At 2:49 this afternoon, we were advised by hospital personnel that Anna Nicole Smith had died.
She was a lot of things: a former Playboy bunny, a former Supreme Court litigant, and a bona fide celebrity of this media age.
I feel like yesterday I was making breakfast for this lady. We were talking marriage, we were talking this, we were talking that. The only thing that makes me feel guilty is that maybe I should have went with my gut and just flown to the Bahamas and taken Anna out of there. And I really felt like she not went to the Bahamas, she wouldn't have lost her son and she wouldn't have died.
Were you prepared to be a dad?
I don't know. I mean, I always wanted to be a dad, and I always thought, it would be great to be a dad. But I wasn't prepared for all the stuff that come with it, like all this crazy stuff. Like, I had to wait like 6 months just to even get to see Dannielynn. You remember how crazy it was? I had to like open magazines just to see what she looked like. We have to remember that her son Daniel died just 3 days after Dannielynn was born. And I was having sporadic communication with her. And one time she said to me, why are you fighting me? My son died. And I told her, look, I haven't seen my daughter, so we both suffered a loss here. Everybody around her knew that I was a dad, but yet I have to go through all these hoops.
I hate to be the one that told you this, but I told you so.
Coming out of the courtroom, I just felt like the fight is over, and somebody just said, okay, she's yours now, take her.
Oh, wow.
This is a painting. This is a painting that Anna did.
Cartoon.
It's a monkey that she painted when she did her show. She had this hanging in her bedroom. After that, when I met her, I said, this is one of my favorite paintings.
This would be really cute. I think we found a winner.
I like it. I hope Dannielynn likes it.
I think she will.
All right.
Well, how do you feel?
As long as we got the present today, I feel like we can always come back and deal with some of this stuff later.
I agree.
Yes, I was calling to see if you guys had bounce houses available for a birthday party for this weekend, if possible. Dannielynn really likes it in Kentucky, but she also loves California. So I thought it would be a good idea to throw Dannielynn a West Coast birthday party.
Oh, yeah, certainly. We have plenty of them.
And also, my daughter she keeps asking for like a dunking booth, and I don't know where they find those. Do you guys carry those?
We do. We have those as well.
Awesome. You're saving my life here. I appreciate it. That's a migraine headache. Don't cover your face. You can't
now you need the sunglasses. Okay.
Robert's a really good friend of ours from California who let us use his house for Dannielynn's big birthday party.
You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna move to Kentucky, and you're gonna move to LA. We're gonna switch houses. You can have this house, and I'm gonna take
You can have my mom, and I'll have your wife. Of course, it couldn't just be a birthday party. My friends had a plan to take me aside and convince me to move to California.
So, Larry, are you going to move out here, or what's going to happen?
I don't know. I mean, I want to move out here. I just got to there's a lot of stuff I got to think about. I got my mom, a family back there. And
is Dannielynn happier here or in Kentucky?
That's tough because I know she likes it out here, but she likes it there.
Which one do you like better?
I like it better here. I didn't have to worry about anything. Like, I didn't have all the stress and all the problems.
If this is where you're happier, it's best for Dannielynn too.
I mean, I want to. I love it out here. I mean, we have fun out here. It's great.
Well, you know that if you lived out here, I have a ton of girls I could set you up with. And I could even babysit Dannielynn while you go out with them.
Well, that's
two for the price of one.
That's right.
Well, I mean, look, if I'm out here, that sounds great. But I have to worry about the party first. Once I get the party out of my way.
Yes.
Well, it sounds like she's having a good time.
It sounds like we should join this party here.
Check on the party.
Yeah.
Seeing Dannielynn having all this fun in California makes it harder on my decision whether to stay in Kentucky or go back to California. Whatever decision I make is going to be one that makes me happy and makes Dannielynn happy. Oh my God. Danny, I got you something really special. I really want it to be a special moment between the two of us, just me and her. It's something that was your mommy's and your mom did, and I wanted you to have it for your birthday. Here. What do you say about that? How cute is that?
Oh, I'm so cute.
The painting is a cool gift to Dannielynn, and I think it'll mean a lot to her when she gets older.
Not do it, Dannielynn!
Danny, you wouldn't do it.
Yes, I would.
I think overall the party was really great. Everybody seemed to be having a great time, and most importantly, Dannielynn had the time of her life. reason I came back to California, I was asked to attend a court hearing that was very important to Anna Nicole's estate. The attorneys want me to come because it has to do with Dannielynn's future. Here's the thing with Anna. She'd been through all these relationships where people had betrayed her and betrayed her trust, and you'd always hear, you know, why can't you be more like my husband was? And why can't you be more like, you know, J. Howard Marshall?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Daniel, say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
To her, he was kind of the knight in shining armor who kind of saved her from, you know, what she said was a bad situation.
I, Howard Marshall, express this, my last will to Nicole Smith, shall receive the house and everything else that I have ever given her to be hers and now and forever. I love you.
Our first witness, Your Honor, would be Pierce Marshall.
You nervous about testifying, Anna? How are you holding up emotionally? Where are you getting all your emotional strength for all this?
Oh, Lord up above, and my son, of course. My husband loved me unconditionally. He bought me things that I didn't even know about. This man worshipped me, and I've never had that before. I've never had the love that this man gave me, and I'll never have it again.
And how do you feel about him now?
I think what he did to his father was wrong. I think destroying documents is wrong. I think taking his father's money is wrong. I think everything he did was disgusting and wrong.
Have you ever said that before anywhere?
Can you please redo the question without yelling at me, because you're scaring me?
Have you ever said that anywhere before?
Said what?
Anna had long lived the extreme battle of her court case with her late husband's estate and all the things that she was going through with that.
How are you and your son holding up?
Well, we just want to go see Mickey Mouse.
This legal battle continues on and on years after Anna died, and as Dannielynn's father, I keep getting pulled into it. Some people in the press might have had a different label for me, and they didn't know what category I would fit in because, you know, Anna must have all this money, so people must be after her money. And the truth of the matter is that Anna did not have the money that people think she had. I have to go to this big court hearing, and I really don't want to go, but it's really important for me to be there. The attorneys want me to come to represent Anna's estate and Dannielynn's interest.
It is shocking. You have 8 years of misconduct, and it resulted in taking away a judgment. Now, that judgment was for compensatory damages of $45 million. We're looking forward to getting it behind us after all this time and getting a number, a sanctions award that reflects what was taken away.
Once again, another twist and turn in the legal battle. Nothing really happened and everything's been postponed, but this trip has always been about me spending quality time with Dannielynn. This is my favorite part of the trip, where Dannielynn and I get to spend some quality time together. I pretty much am a mom and a dad, and I do everything for my daughter that I can. You know what color the carpet's gonna be? I know what color it's gonna be. This color. It's gonna be a blue carpet. But the best part about being a dad is just watching my daughter grow into this beautiful little girl and just the happy times that we have together. Put your nails out, it's gonna match the blue carpet. Yay! Dannielynn's been invited to the Smurfs movie premiere, and she really, really wants to go to that really bad. They think I'm Gargamel. Can I do my laugh, please? Yeah, Smurfs. Everybody calls me and says, can Dannielynn promote this product? Can Dannielynn come here, appear there? And usually the answer is no, because my goal for her is just to be a kid and to have fun and do the things that all kids do. But when guests called, I kind of gave it a second thought because I thought it would be a special connection with her and her mom in her own special way. It was something that was so important to Anna's career, I thought Dannielynn could relate. If Dannielynn wanted to be a model or an actress when she grows up, I would probably try to steer her away from it, but at the end of the day, I would give her some guidance and I would accept whatever she wanted to do.
He's eating the grass.
What did the nails do?
Well, that one just nibbled on my finger.
Did it hurt?
No. They don't even have any teeth.
People always ask me how Dannielynn is like her mom, and the media's quick to compare the way they look. But there's other ways that she's like her mom. She's fearless. She has her mom's sense of humor, her mom's smile, and does crazy things just like her mom.
She said she wanted a Smurfette dress, and I had to Google Smurfette dress, and then I had to get it made and shipped in, and I painted her fingernails. And
You're a good job.
Yes.
When Dannielynn smiles, I think she's all Anna. There's going to be this legacy. She knows that her mom was famous and had things turn out differently, like they wish they would have, you know. She would be painting her fingernails, and she would be taking her and buying dresses, and she would be, you know, doing all these things that, you know, I'm happy to do, but it's something that obviously she doesn't have. You just adjust every day and you do your best job, and you don't put too much burden on her with the story of her mom and that she grows as a child, and you hope that she grows up and makes wise decisions. If I moved to California, I think my family really would be sad, but I really have to do the best thing for me and Dannielynn. Everything I do for I just hope that that I can have the strength to make the right decisions and to continue on and just be as best parent as I can be.